Alright guys, so we're gonna start stripping down this 2J block. By stripping down, what I mean is I want to pull all the freeze plugs out before it goes to the machine shop. The water drain plug, if you guys didn't know, this plug right here, if it's in the car, unscrew that, it drains all of the coolant out of the block. So if you just jack up the car a little bit in the front, it will drain all of the coolant out of the block itself right from there. What I want to try to do is I want to try to pull these balls right here out of these oil galleries, and what I might try to do is, this is a GE block, so it does not have the oil passage drilled out from the driver's side to the passenger side for the turbo feed. That would be over here and here, as well as the oil squirters that would be there. So looking at the turbo block that I have there, the turbo motor, it looks like there's a drilled out hole on this end right here that just joins this oil galley with this oil galley. So I do have spare blocks, so I might just try that, see what happens. If I ruin this block, I could get another motor for 200 bucks at the scrapyard, so it's not that big of a deal. But at least it's something. If it works out, it works out. It's great. I don't have to run an oil line all the way around. So I figured, let me do this before it goes to the machine shop. Now, these are hardened ball bearings. They're pressed in. I don't think I can drill a hole in there, so I might have to weld a bolt, I guess. Use a slab hammer, try to pull it out. From all the research I did, that's the best way to do it on these motors. So I'm gonna use my Eastwood TIG 200. It's a if you're looking to get into welding, this is a very good entry welder. It does TIG and stick. My MIG welder is the cheaper Harbor Freight. It works great for what it is. I think it's like 250 bucks. This Eastwood welder I bought at a local Eastwood in Edison, New Jersey. It was advertised as a scratch and dent, but it was brand new. I guess somebody bought it, didn't like it, or whatever it was. I basically got it for about 350 bucks. Only reason I went with this setup. So let me set you guys up on a tripod, and let me try to pull out these ball bearings out of this block and start going through it. Alright, so let's see what we can do. I'll probably speed this up a little bit for you guys. What I'm going to try to do is just take one of these random ass bolts that I got laying around. I have this puller, so I'm gonna basically just try to get a bolt that's long enough where it would protrude out of this little bracket, weld it onto the ball bearing, and see what happens. Hope for the best. So alright, so I found a long old 10mm bolt. Not sure where it's from, but it's laying in a bucket, so I probably don't need it. It's long enough where if I weld the tip of it onto the ball bearing, it'll be long enough to protrude out, and I should be able to pull this out. So let me give this a try, and I guess see what happens. Alright, so I got it tacked on. Let me add some filler, make it a little bit stronger, and hope for the best. Let's go. Alright, so while this is still hot, let's see what happens. Hopefully this is not a fail and it's going to be a funny video. Look at that, guys. Popped right out. So what I'm going to end up doing now is I'll measure the hole of this and I'll order a plug. I will drill these out if it needs to be drilled out more, but most likely I'm just going to end up tapping it, put a plug in this, and call it a day. Now I'll be able to fully clean out the block, fully clean out the oil passages. Now let me try to rip this off and weld the other one, and hopefully that one comes out as just as easy as this one. So yeah. Alright guys, so check it out. I'll bust my ass right here right now. So there you go. Both of the plugs are out. So got a little bit of silicone. So it looks like if I just drill a hole from here to there, there is, it looks like the passage is going all the way through. Let me just get a flashlight. See? So there is a passage coming down on into the bearing. So I'm guessing what the only difference is that from here to here is the only thing that's not drilled out. So this is the oil galley that would feed these turbo feed lines, as well as the oil squirters that'll be on the bottom right here on the same side as this. So if I take a long drill bit, just drill it from here all the way through, try to drill it as even as I can, this should work. So with these oil galleys being fully open, I'm not too scared of having oil, some metal shavings left in the block or anything, because I should be able to clean it out as much as I can, especially with now these two ball bearings out. Alright guys, so this is where you guys are going to have to drill for the oil to connect these two passages together. Now you guys are gonna have to be very, very, very careful to drill as straight as you can, because you gotta drill through all of this casting down to this oil galley. What I'm going to be using, I'm gonna be using this long drill bit. It's, what size is this? I don't even know. It's 3/16 by 12 inches long drill bit. This is a hardened high-speed drill bit. I'm not sure where I got this, so I can't really tell you guys. I'll try to find the link. I'll upload it. Now, for me, I have another block. I have a GT block where I can come and get a reference. This is where the actual plug is, as you guys can see. Let me see right there. That's where you guys are gonna have to drill, where that little grub screw is, right there. So I take a measurement, basically where the center of that grub screw is. I transferred it over with a punch right over here, and I'm gonna give it my best shot. Hopefully I don't ruin this block. Let's see what happens, and yeah, we'll go from there. Hopefully I don't have to make a coffee table out of this. Let me guys set you up over here, and let's do it. So I'm gonna start off with a small drill bit. Let me set you guys up a little bit better. I'm not the best camera person. I'm trying. So I'm gonna start off with just a small drill bit, just to get a pilot hole first. Let's see what I got over here. I'm gonna start off with a this is a 4mm drill bit, and yeah, let's try it. Let me get some lubricant. I'm gonna use some assembly lube because why not? Let's try it. Try to keep it as straight as I can. Alright, so the first hole is done. Let's see how that looks. Take you guys over here, show you what's going on. There you go. You can see the drill bit popping out onto right here. You can see it in that hole coming through. Now, that does look pretty centered to me, at least. This is going to be the hard part, drilling all the way through. I would say this is about 5-6 inches, I don't know, and I'll say 4 inches maybe. Let's see, 1 2 3 inches, 3.5. Yeah, so I'm going to open up this hole a little bit bigger to fit that drill bit, and let's do it. Little tripod, let's go. Like I said, I got spare blocks, so I'm not too worried. If I do damage this block, I could just I got another spare one. So for you guys, I would recommend taking it to a reputable machinist. Sorry, I guess the tripod moved. Let's see what's going on here. I hate working with gloves sometimes. Alright, so like I said, for me, I got spare blocks. If you guys aren't too comfortable, I would say take it to somebody that knows what the hell they're doing and let them drill this out. Me, I'm gonna try it because I'm stupid. So let's go. Alright, let me get some WD-40. I don't want to burn up this drill bit. I think I should have more at home. Over here I only got one. So alright. Let's see what that looks like. Let me take this off the drill. Let me get some WD-40. Brake parts cleaner. Should clean it out just so you see what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna send it and hope for the best, guys. So let's go. And some WD-40. Everything nicely lubricated. and let's do it. It's gonna take a while. There is a lot of shavings that's gonna come out, so take your time, keep spraying, lubricating everything so you don't burn up your drill bit. Makes it a little bit easier. All right, so what was I? The memory card just got full. The GoPro bugged out. All right, so let's continue. I'll set you guys up on a time lapse so you don't have to sit here and look at me struggle and cry if this block becomes basically a coffee table. Alright guys, so we got it. Drill through all the way. Let me show you what's going on here. Take this drill bit out. There you go. Straight through to the other side. So, like I said, this is very a dangerous part if you don't have a spare block and aren't willing to just play with it and try it. You could see that the drill bit did go a little bit crooked. Could have been a little bit more down the middle, but it is within this passage, so I'm kind of happy with that. I'm okay. I'm willing to run that. See, show you guys a little bit better in there. So that's it. So now what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna tap that for a, I guess, 1/8 NPT and put a plug in there. On the other side, I would drill out I'll probably drill out this little spot where the original oil feed would be. I would tap that for 1/4 inch NPT and send this out to the machine shop. Get it fully cleaned because there's a bunch of metal shavings throughout the oil galleys now. Have this fully cleaned, gone through the whole 9, and start putting it together for the Supro. So yeah, so if you guys want to try to convert this to a GTE so you don't have to run an oil line all the way around or over it, makes it a lot easier just to have an oil line on the exhaust side. of the block. So yeah, so now you guys know. So peace out, and I'll try to make some more interesting content.